Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Hi, everyone, if you can see us. Okay, now yes. Yes.
There's always that delay where we're like, oh, that's so funny.
I love it when you're not really sure if you're on camera, so you kind of pause and you're just really quiet, like, do I say anything?
Do I say?
But we're live!
Oh, Lady Gizmo, hello, how are you? We got our cute little cowboy hat emoji that we just love. April, hi! Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Western Night.
Yes! Welcome to We're Picking Romance, Western themed. We're going to be talking about all things cowboys and ranches, and we got all the books to talk about. These cowboy art.
There's all books. So many books.
Little sneak peek. I got quite a few. I got quite a few to talk about. I'm excited.
I've decided that instead of talking about the books, I'm going to talk about the authors and tell you the books for the authors. Because I started grabbing, I'm not going to tell you guys all my authors, but like, so for B.J. Daniels, I was like, she's written a lot of really good Westerns. So I'm just going to say B.J. Daniels as my pick instead of being like, this one from her. So I kind of have a system tonight.
I have that kind of too. Like I have an author and then I have like a historical and a contemporary from that author. And then I have, one author. Oop, there are my dogs. I have a couple authors that have like a bunch. So I'm just like, okay, just from this author. And my husband is in the chat tonight.
I just saw the name pop up. He's like, he wants a ranch. Well, at least then we can have more room for like the books. The books can have their own ranch.
Yes. He does want a ranch.
Is he home watching this?
He's not at home. He's not at home. That's the thing, though. It's funny because I called him on my way home from work and he didn't answer the phone. So I hope you're on your way home.
This is adorable.
He does want a ranch, though, because we've been watching Yellowstone and we're like obsessed with that show. So we want a ranch.
You know that show?
Yeah, Yellowstone. It's with Kevin Costner. It's Yeah,
I gotcha.
Get it. It's so good.
There was a delayed reaction. I was at to Google. I Google everything.
You're like, wait, let me look it up.
That is my default of like Google it.
Yep. It's handy. Morass is here. Hi, how are you?
Hi, we haven't seen you in a long time. I see you on Twitter. We get to be talking live for a change. Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah, I'm glad you could be here. She's like, been a long time. Yeah. Yeah. My husband is cute. I love our romance the best. That's my favorite. I'm living my happily ever after.
That is adorable.
And then my puppies want to say hi. Do you want to say hi? No? You just want to play? Oh. Come on, everybody. Oh, there he goes. All right. Usually I have the door closed and I don't, so this is going to be interesting.
April noticed it says Pemberley. It says Pemberley.
Yes. That is the cutest sweatshirt I've ever seen in my life.
Before we went live, I'll just be honest and tell you guys. I mean, we were off camera, but I'll tell you. So I was wearing a shirt that said "Go away, I'm writing," but based on the angle of the webcam, it just said "Go away" in the shot, and I was like, that is not going to encourage viewership. They're going to think I'm telling them to go away, and that's very rude. And so we were talking about, we always try and wear romance themed shirts. Like, what better romance than Pride and Prejudice? You're living your happily ever after. I just get Mr. Darcy. Like, it works.
It works. It does. It's like, honestly, it's just like the original like couple, the original OTP, honestly.
Yep.
Lady Gizmo. Yeehaw, Nicole and Joe forever. Yes. All right. So everybody who's watching in the comments, do you have any favorite Western themed romances that you all want to talk about? You can comment away. Otherwise, Angela and I will probably just get started. I think we all know what book we're going to be talking about first, at least for me, we know we want to shout out a certain book that we've read that was just wonderful. A certain The Outlaw and the Lady by Lorraine Heath. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I just remember Angela talking about it on another theme night, and I instantly bought this book because it sounded so good. Yep, we said everything we wanted to say during the live stream. But again, we just got to shout out this book because it is so good. 5 stars. It's amazing. Has everything you want and more in a romance.
I love this book. I've read it 4 or 5 times, and each time I notice something different. I love the characters. If you haven't read this book or any of Lorraine Heath, you are missing out. I mean, I know we're doing that one as the first. I mean, I'm just gonna jump on in and say Lorraine Heath was my first author to shout out tonight because she has a number of other Western themed books for you. And so I'm trying to figure out how this webcam, I'm like, how do I angle this to show you, but not be like a weird little give you, she writes these emotional stories, and I mean, again, romance is all about the emotion, but I love the way she includes it and the way of the emotions really drive the narrative. It's the characters and what they're feeling versus external factors. Oh, she just writes so beautifully. And she's such a sweet human being too. I mean, I'm lucky enough to know her, and she's beautiful inside and out. She's so talented, and her books are just so worth reading. And I don't think this one's he's not technically a cowboy, but he farms and he ranches a little bit. So I'm throwing this one in here. I'm sneaking this in. I just read this one, Always to Remember. This one knocked, oh my gosh, all the emotions. I was bawling. So I'm sneaking this one in there. This book is amazing. It is about a widow and how her deceased husband's best friend did not go to war and how she's mad at him because he did not die beside her husband. And so she's trying to make him remember that he was a coward, but they're now in close proximity. What's going to happen? We don't know.
That seems like it would be really emotional.
It is. So I'm sneaking this one in there as it's sort of Western themed. And so I'm sneaking this in there because it's amazing.
I have a couple of those. April, I got my mom to read it, The Outlaw and the Lady, and she texted one day and was like, "Is she really blind?" But the good thing is she loved it. Yes. She's very
I got my mom to read it too.
She's very self-sufficient for being blind, I must say. But yes, like she is really blind.
I love that we're expanding the range. We're doing that. I'm going to recommend a book to you. You're recommending it to someone else. I mean, I love that. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, I do too. I'm just like, you need to read this book. I finally got, I tell you, I finally got one of my in real life book club members to read Archer's Voice. And I'm like, yes, vindication. So good.
I forget who it was on Instagram. Someone posted in their live story that they just bought it or they're just going to read it. And so I immediately responded to their live. I'm going, you need to read this book. You'll enjoy it. Have fun. Take time, enjoy the read. Make sure you're able to put some time aside for it because you're going to want to read it. Yeah. Archer's Voice. Not a Western, but we love it.
Obviously, I don't think there's been a live stream or a book club discussion where we don't talk about that book. And it's not going to stop. Oh, you also gave Live and Let Die. Yes. Oh, yay. I love
we have live streams. Next week is Cozy Week.
It is.
Yeah. I have my little calendar in front of me. Yeah, so we're doing bonus night on the 23rd where we're talking about Live and Let Die, and the No Good Tea goes unpunished. And then the 24th is our regular Cozy Mystery Night, which is so coziness next week. Romance this week, coziness next week.
Yeah.
We'll live stream.
All the cozies.
What is your first pick, aside from Lorraine Heath? Who is your first author and or book for your pick?
I got a couple of Catherine Anderson here. So I have talked about Keegan's Lady before. I just love this book. And I did, talk about it a little bit during our previous live stream, but this is it takes place in the Colorado territory with protagonists, Caitlin and Ace Keegan. So her brother is in some trouble, gambling debts, has to pay back some money. And then the guys that come to collect on that debt, he said, I can't afford to pay you. I'm sorry. Like, take my sister, because he's a real gem. And that's how our two protagonists meet. But Ace is not the villain that he wants everybody to believe he is. He is such a sweetheart. When they do finally, everything goes the correct way, and she has this cat. It's like this little orange tabby cat that she loves, but, he's a little, klutzy, not very cat-like, but he's used to wearing all black. But, with the cat, he has orange fur all over his clothes. And so instead of like forcing her to get rid of the cat, he ends up wearing like tan clothes. So the cat hair doesn't show up on the clothes. And I'm just like, you're adorable. You're adorable. I just can't.
That is amazing.
So freaking cute. So definitely Keegan's Lady. It's a must read. And Catherine Anderson, she writes a lot of Westerns, but this one's really good. Average rating 4.12 out of 3,591. So a lot of people have read this book, and it has some high ratings. So love it. Read it. Just do it. Super cute. And the other one here is called Forever After. This is a contemporary. This is one of those where it's kind of not really Western, but he lives on a ranch kind of thing. But the reason why I love this book so much is that Heath is the protagonist, the male protagonist in this book, and he's the sheriff, the local sheriff in this town, and he has like almost like a canine dog, but it's his own dog that just kind of follows him around everywhere. And the dog's name is Goliath, and that is where I got my dog's Goliath's name. And as a lot of people know, that he did pass in June. So this book, I did get that name. So it has a special place in my heart, but it's still really good. So Forever After, kind of Western. He lives on a ranch. I'm going with it. But,
I'm curious, like, if and when you have the baby, it's going to, you're going to be like, which book was I reading that the character is going to be the name for this child?
Yeah, because honestly, that's one of the things that my husband and I cannot agree on, like a name for our baby that we don't even have yet. So, Romance Queen of BookTube. Hello, how are you? Diana Palmer. Morass just put Diana Palmer and Brenda Jackson for her go-to Western authors. Love that. We have Linda Miller, Maisie Yates, Maureen Child, so many more. I believe we have someone who's going to be talking about some Maisie Yates. If I know my own love.
I was going to say I was trying to be very stealth-like and pick up the different chunks of books by the authors. I have hers are on a chair. Hers are not like that's how many I have right now, where they couldn't actually fit on my little desk area here because it's Maisie Yates and she's amazing.
Honestly, like when you think of like Western or cowboy romances, you just automatically think Maisie Yates.
Okay. I'm just gonna grab them. I was gonna talk about a different author, but we brought up Maisie Yates, so
there we go.
Here, Maisie, I have so many of her books, and she is. She is just so talented, and she has the best story of how she got into writing in regards to starting out writing the Harlequin lines. And then she said, I had this idea, and that kind of ended up being the Western. She's like, yeah, I just really like Westerns. And I was able to kind of find her place. And because she's so good at Westerns, she really is kind of the queen of this subgenre in a way. I mean, she is just, I love her. I remember I was walking back, I was in the bookstore, and it was on the bottom shelf, okay? They had one of their new kind of paperback books, recent releases. This was on the bottom. My eye went right to there. I was like, there's Maisie buying the book. So this came out a while ago though, but I just remember walking and I was like, there's a Maisie Yates book. It's coming home with me. That is what I do because it's Maisie Yates. And so she has, I believe which one's the newest one? This one's the new one? Yeah, this is one that's coming out, I believe. I'm getting confused. Because there's so many books.
There's so many.
I'm pretty sure this is the new one. I don't think it's come out yet. I think this is one of the arcs. I'm trying to remember.
Okay.
So many new books have come out.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm pretty sure this is the new one to be published. Again, I was getting confused because I have another one to do for a December giveaway potentially. Oh
yay!
But yeah, Cowboy Christmas Redemption, like every single title, and then you have A Tall Dark Cowboy Christmas, Wild Ride Cowboy.
I love that.
And then where was it? Unbroken Cowboy. Like, you know you're getting a cowboy. I mean, I love it. It's in the title. It's right there. And she has a really great sense of humor to her books. They're all mostly contemporary set. So you get the modern day cowboy and you get to live vicariously with their romances. And there's always going to be a little cowboy hat on the cover somewhere.
It's the best.
I love her. And she's so entertaining. I haven't posted it yet, but I did interview her when I was at RWA, and so that's going to go up eventually when I have time to edit it. But she was just so sweet, and she was just so entertaining, and I just, like, she's one of those people, like, you need to read her, and you want to support her because she's nice and kind, but she's also just so talented.
I know. I need to read some Maisie Yates. I need to. It's a need.
But I figured it out. So yes, because I believe she signed this one. Yes. So I love how I just kind of grabbed the two books by accident because I was just grabbing all my Maisie. There's more Maisie Yates over there. There's a lot more.
That's not all she has. There's a bunch.
Yeah. But yeah, so I brought these with me to RWA. So this one's my copy, and then I have a signed one to do a giveaway for in December. So that will be coming. I even put a little post-it note to say December. So. Because everyone needs to read Macy. It's true.
She's so good. She's doing all these giveaways. I love you so much.
Meanwhile, my dog is like, I'm going to try and hide my bone from you.
He's like, I gotta protect it.
But just all the Macy Yates books. I don't even know if I could choose a favorite. I don't even know if I could.
I don't know. She has a lot of books included in the Audible Escape. Yes!
So prolific. And so one of the things I was fascinated by when I got to talk to her, this has come up in other interviews, but she basically dictates her books as of late. So the last couple of years, she's been using Dragon Naturally Speaking software because she was having issues with the tendons in her fingers because she couldn't type all the time. It was really hurting her. It was painful. And so she's now just kind of dictating her stories. And I mean, she's still prolific. She's still, cranking them out. I mean, she's making it work. I'm just crazy.
That's amazing. It was like, you could tell that she just loves doing it. So nothing is going to stop her. She's going to find a way to get these books to you. That is amazing.
When I ever heard that, I was going, oh my gosh, because she said she was trying to work through the pain too for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm glad, for the reader's sake, I am glad she's found an alternative because I need her to keep writing her books. So, Dragon Naturally Speaking software, keep it up. Keep her in her little author loop.
That's pretty amazing, though, just like the fact that technology, you're able to even do that, the text or the speak to text kind of thing. I just think that is amazing. So cool. Oh, yep, Maisie in a giveaway. Yes, because Angela is the best.
I mean, again, it's Macy, and you gotta have. Again, she's the queen of Westerns as far as I'm concerned. She's my queen of Westerns.
Yeah. And she should be everybody's.
If I had a crown, I would give it to her.
She should have a crown.
Was she on your list, or have you not read her yet?
No, I haven't read her. I know. That's why I said
converted. You'll get converted very soon.
Oh, I know. It'll only take one book. Not even the whole book. I'll be a chapter and be like, yes.
And then you look at all her bibliography and you're going, I can't buy all these right now because there's, lots. But yeah, auto buy her. I auto buy her.
It's kind of like when I go to like used bookstores or like when I go Goodwill hunting, I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for Macy. What's he doing?
He's in my laundry basket.
He's trying to hide that bone.
If you're new to us, I'm Angela, and I am Max's mother, and Max is a 5-pound teacup Maltese.
And he's the cutie pie.
Yeah, I just get concerned every so often. Anywho, what is your next pick?
My next pick is the infamous Beverly Jenkins. You gotta. And the book that I'm picking for Miss Beverly is The Taming of Jessie Rose. I don't have a physical copy. I wish I did, but this is what the cover looks like, y'all. Isn't it so great? I love it so much. I just started my Beverly Jenkins adventure this year, and it's been wonderful. It's been great. Honestly, I think I've read about six or seven Beverly Jenkins books, and she cannot write a bad book, y'all. I'm telling you right now. She cannot write a bad book. It's not possible.
The thing that amazes me with her is she writes across all subgenres. She is contemporary. She is mystery / thriller with her sexy dangerous, deadly sexy. And then she has, Indigo, which is historical. This one is across the board. And it's one of those, she's amazing every single one.
Every single book. I'm learning something. Not even like, am I enjoying a really great romance? I'm learning something while I'm reading her book because she knows her stuff when it comes to like the historical time period. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I never knew that. And it's just like, she fact checks everything. And she, like I said, she knows her stuff. So Taming of Jessie Rose, I gave this book 5 stars. It's honestly, every Beverly Jenkins book I read is a 5-star read. It's not even a question. But average rating for this book is 4.48. And I can't believe this, only 963 ratings. I can't believe that. More people need to read this book. It's so good. So Jessie Rose is our main female protagonist. It says Jessie Rose Clayton would do anything to keep the family ranch from falling into the wrong hands, even agree to take on a rough and tumble outlaw as her protector. With his rugged, handsome face and muscular bronze body, Griffin Blake can draw a sigh from a lady's lips almost as fast as his strong, sculpted arm can draw a gun from its holster. But Jessie has no intention of falling for his charms. No, her relationship with him is strictly business. And then, obviously, shenanigans ensue, and it doesn't,
That must be a reoccurring thing with Westerns, because I was looking down, I was like, that sounds like the book over here. It's different.
Oh, yeah. It just seems like women have good intentions, but, they don't last very long, especially when, you see tall, dark, and sexy coming your way. Okay. Speaking of reading, congrats on reading 200 books, Nicole. Oh, thank you. Yes, thanks. I'm having a really great reading year. I love it so much. I haven't been hit by a reading slump. Thank goodness. Knock on wood. I don't get hit by a reading slump. But yeah, I'm having and a lot of the books I've been reading have been really good, except for the last, probably 2 months ago. I feel like I've been having mediocre reads, but I've been having really good reading year.
I think it's so great that I was going to say, I think it's so great that you track them the way you do. I mean, her and her Slytherin comes out when it comes to books and readathons. I mean, she's just so organized and goes at it. I love that you keep track so thoroughly. Just giving you the shout out that you deserve there.
Thanks. Not only good reads, I have this reading spreadsheet. It's the first time I've been doing that. I've been doing an Excel spreadsheet, and I've been tracking some things like genre, page length, some diversity, if it's part of a readathon or a book club, you know, and so I've been tracking some stuff. And it's pretty interesting because I found out you can make pie charts within the Excel spreadsheet. So I'm just like, oh, I could put these in like my wrap ups. And I'm like, I was going crazy. I haven't really done a lot of wrap ups anyway, but yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh, I could do all the things with this Excel spreadsheet. Yep. My Slytherin did come out on that. I'm just like, it's so organized. Every single month has a different color. It's just fun. It's fun doing that.
It's amazing. It is amazing.
And then Romance Queen of Booktube. I love Carolyn Brown. I haven't read anything by her, but I'm going to write it down. Carolyn Brown. And like always, I'm going to have a master list for y'all. Every author we're talking about, every book, it'll be there for you. Probably tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, anyway, Taming of Jessie Rose, amazing book. So good. What I really like about Beverly Jenkins too, like you said, Angela, she's very like across the board. Like even within her own books, like yes, this is historical. Yes, this is a Western. There's even some kind of like action and adventure and, you know, suspense kind of stuff. Like even just within one book, you kind of like almost you get it all. And, you know, her books just stand the test of time, even though like they are, you know, historical, you can still enjoy them today as when they first came out. You know, Beverly Jenkins reader, you'll love it. Do yourself a favor, read Beverly Jenkins.
Amazing. I love her so much.
So much. And she's so nice.
Oh, she's such a sweetheart. She's such a sweetheart.
And you actually got to meet her, and I'm not jealous.
I've met her. I've spoken to her a few times. I met her at I want to say at least 4 or 5 different events, and I interviewed her as well. I mean, I have nothing but nice things to say about her. She was just such a warm and kind human being. She was one of the first major authors that I spoke with for my dissertation, which is on the romance genre readership, in case y'all don't know. And she literally spent like 2 hours with me. She just opened up her computer. She's like, yeah, no, I'm good. I can sit here and talk to you. And she was great. She gave me like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It was just so amazing. I would have been happy with like 20 minutes. I mean, it was just incredible. And I just love her.
That's so nice. She's a sweetheart. I've never met her. I want to. I've only interacted with her on Twitter, but yeah, she is.
She's so little too. She's so petite. She's adorable. I mean, you kind of just want to like keep her with you, like put her in your little back pocket. I mean, she's so cute.
Just want to keep you safe.
She needs to be protected at all costs. Needs to be protected.
Oh, for sure. What is your next pick, my dear?
So that's why I was looking down, because I was like, another arranged marriage, but this one's different. This one is contemporary set. So, and I also noticed a certain, you know, same first name as a certain somebody. So
Nicole Helm. Oh, I've never read her. Oh my goodness.
So I'm trying to angle this so y'all can see. There's something about this where it goes differently with the whatever. Yeah. She's wearing a little vest for the wedding dress. The way she's kind of embracing the Western vibe. I just thought it was so cute.
So cute.
I just thought that was adorable. I was trying to find a way to show y'all without. I don't know what's up with StreamYard, because I feel like it's one of those things. It's like stage left, stage right versus yeah.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. Like, so when I move my chair and try to make myself center, I'm just like, oh, I moved the wrong way.
I apologize for trying to show this to you, but this one is a really fun book. I love arranged marriages. That is one of my. It's so entertaining to me. Or marriage is a convenience, or being forced into marriage. We watched The Proposal last week. I love that.
Yes.
The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. I love it. I mean, so of course, when I see Nicole Helm and that she has an arranged marriage or forced into marriage story, this was going to be my reference tonight. I just thought it was so cute because he's the middle brother, and I'm pretty sure this is an ongoing series, or she has other books with the characters. But this is Tyler as the middle Tyler brother. So like the Tyler brothers, So it's Gavin Tyler. He is the middle one. Nobody, it's one of those things that reminds me of the historicals where it's like the heir and the spare. He's the middle one. He's not really in charge of things. He kind of gets looked over a lot. And then he has been in love with this girl from afar. And so her name is Lou. It's also, I love that her name is Lou for Louisa, but they call her Lou. I just thought that was cute. And so she's going to lose her farm, or she's going to lose her ranch if she can't get married. There's something about her grandmother's will where she's being forced in the situation. Otherwise, her dad is going to come back, and the dad is bad news. So she doesn't want the dad involved. So she is backed into a corner, and who is there? But the boy who's been in love with her from afar. And I love the line where it's like the only man she's ever trusted. So it's supposed to be a friend marriage, but again, they're supposed to be married, forced together, forced to work on the ranch together. And so Lou and Gavin, arranged marriage that, becomes a little bit more. So I just wanted to give this one a shout out.
That's so cute. And then when it said like the only man she's ever trusted, you see like the only man she's ever loved, like all the time. The only man she's ever trusted, that's deep. Like, 'cause obviously her dad is like the bad guy. So it's like the first man that you obviously trust in your life is your dad. And so the fact that that's not it, it's like the first man she's ever trusted. I'm like, oh man, that hit hard.
I'm trying to remember when they became friends, but like they grew up together. They've known each other all their lives, and he's been in love with her from afar for a very long time. So they had that friendship relationship. And so you get to see friends become lovers. So you got a few different tropes and archetypes in the mix. So. Oh. And this is my signed copy. This is the one I got at RWA. I was like, this is mine. I'm keeping it. I was just saying it's signed because I saw that Jess was saying she's so sweet. She was such a little cutie pie. She was so sweet. I was like, there was one moment I was like, can I give you a hug? She's like, of course.
Oh my gosh. That's so cute. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to figure out. I've never heard of her. I'm going to look that up and immediately buy one of her books. Hannah's here from the Rady Reader. Hi, Hannah. I've never seen you in a live stream before. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome.
And Lady Gizmo is agreeing. The vest over the dress is so cute. Yeah, mail order brides, marriage of convenience. We need to do like a theme night for that too, because it seems to be a favorite.
It's so entertaining to me. I mean, I really went through a mail order bride phase, which is such a weird thing to say, but I have a lot of those books. I don't mean just a few. I mean a lot of those books.
A certain Ruth Ann Norden.
Every book that Ruth has ever written is on my Kindle. Oh. It is there. Ruth Ann Norden, she has her mail order bride series, and all the mail order brides end up with the wrong guys. It's so entertaining.
It's so entertaining.
It is so oh my gosh. I don't have my iPad in front of me, so there's a new book that I grabbed because it was mail order bride. Shocking. And so there's a woman. So a woman. She responds to the mail order bride ad. Turns out the guy placed 9 ads, so 9 women came to be matched up with him, but he died. So now there are 9 women living in his house, like on his property. And so they're trying to figure out how to marry the men in town because they came to be brides. They're like, well, might as well figure out how to, still find romance in this small little town.
Oh my God. What is the name of that book? You needed to
I will find it.
Send it to me. Because that sounds amazing. Can you imagine? Like, I'm going to marry this man. Not only is there no man, there's 9 other women to contend with.
Apparently, like when she shows up, she is the 9th woman. And so the sheriff was like, another one? Like, they didn't know what to do with her because the other ones were already, they're already livid, throwing a tantrum, like, rightfully so. It was
that's so funny.
And the premise is great. Any arranged marriage, mail order bride, I need to go for that one.
Oh, I'm laughing so hard, I'm crying. That's so funny.
Well, the part that I thought was really interesting was she's attracted to the sheriff, but the girls are mad at her because he's the sheriff. Like, you can't take away one of the single men. We're all vying for the single men. You can't have the sheriff. Like, we all should have a fair shake at him because he's one of the few single men in town. So.
Oh, that's so great. That's so funny. Okay. Oh. Oh, Hannah, thank you so much. Couldn't resist joining us.
Oh,
she's so great. Cute. She's so cute. Thank you so much, Hannah.
Oh my god, I just saw Macy Yates pop up in the comments.
I'm just like, oh my gosh.
I just saw that. Oh my goodness. I don't know if she was here for my little fangirl moment a little while ago, but oh my gosh.
I see Macy Yates. Oh my gosh.
I just saw that. I was going, oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Maybe you were here when we were gushing about your books.
I still have them. I was trying to show everybody. I was like, I just have this ongoing collection for you. God. It was so funny. So again, when I interviewed her, the elevators in the hotel were just ridiculous. So we almost couldn't get up to my hotel room where I had all my filming equipment. But I had all the books that I brought with me set up for her. And she's like, oh, I ran out of books at the sign. I'm like, don't worry, I have you covered because I have all of your books.
I got it. Oh my gosh. She just like waves and like as I'm like, oh my gosh, Maisie Yates is here.
All the Macy. All of her books. She is a sweetheart.
Just joined in time to see Nicole Helm. Okay, well, I need to get all of Maisie's books. I need to get all of Nicole's books because I can't believe I've never heard of Nicole Helm and I sound so good. Lady Gizmo is fangirling right now. Yep, me too. My face is like so red. Hello.
I was not expecting. So again, I wear progressive, so I can't see near or far because between my parents, I was just not going to get the good eye gene. So you can't see. I can't see the comments all the time, so I have to like look up and down. And so all of a sudden, when I finally looked over using the lens, yeah, I was like, I did not expect to see your name there. So. I love your books. She's such a sweetheart too. I mean, we were talking, I don't know if she's still watching, but we were talking before. I thought the way you were able to start narrating and dictating your books and still giving everyone their cowboy stories is fabulous.
Yeah, she was saying nightmare elevators. You were so sweet. She is the sweetest human being. And she's Maisie, you're blushing? Okay, here I am over here. I'm like, whoo, all right. We've made it, guys. We've made it. We got Maisie Yates in the live stream.
I mean, yeah, because I'm pretty sure, I know I tagged her over on Twitter because when we were talking of going live, I'm like, oh, who is going to be my first reference? Oh, we have no idea. So German.
Oh my gosh. This is the best night of my life.
I know. I'm like, this is so cool. I mean, she's so sweet too. I mean, again, when the elevators were acting up, I cannot even begin to describe how terrible these elevator situations were. It was like you were waiting for the elevator forever. At one point, I waited like 45 minutes for an elevator.
Oh my god!
I was on the 40th floor, so you couldn't walk up those flights of stairs. And she was so cute. She's like, "Oh, if you want to film on your iPhone, that's totally fine with me." I mean, just the disposition of being. Like I had this camera set up upstairs. She didn't know that. She's like, "Yeah, but whatever works." She was still willing to do it. That meant so much to me. So I'm never gonna forget that. So all the love to her. So
that's so sweet. Worst elevators in the world. It sounds like it. 40th floor. How many floors was this place?
I was on like 40 something. I don't remember like off the top of my head. I was really high up and there were still more floors above me.
Oh my
So it's not like you could walk up the floor. It's not like you could do anything unless you. I mean, I was also lugging books too.
Yeah, there's no way you're going up 40 flights of stairs.
I was going to throw that in there. I'm like, even if I was in like the best shape imaginable, I was going to all the book events. What do you think I had with me? I had an extra 50 pounds of books. That was not going to happen.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that sounds terrible.
But she made it work because she's so sweet. And I love her. Just all the hugs to her. I don't know what minute mark we were talking about your books, but I was gushing, and I still gush.
It was like the first couple of authors, so probably like 10 minutes. As you're just like bringing up.
I know the Harlequin, her Harlequin ones over there. They're not Western related, but they're still awesome. So, all the books.
Oh, this is the best night ever. All right, best
totally.
Day. Love it.
Totally fangirl. Like the entire live stream made. We're good.
Day, week, month, life made.
I know. Thank you for stopping by. That makes me so, I feel so honored. I love her so much.
Yeah,
as you might be able to tell based on like all the books I've been talking about.
That is so sweet. Thank you so much for checking out the live stream.
I know, and I'm pretty sure you were at, I think she was at the signing with Nicole Helm. But fun fact for you, Macy Yates, her line was just, I was not going to get there.
Oh.
I was not going to get to her. I was so disappointed, but because I got her at the Harlequin. I was able to see you at Harlequin. I was not able to, I think it was Source Books? Was it? No, Kensington. Maybe it was Kensington Books. It was Kensington, yeah. So it was the Kensington signing. Everyone was like, I need her. I need the Macy Yates book.
She had a line for days, huh?
Understandably so.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
You know, whenever the line's like that, there's a reason. There's a reason.
Got a winner. Nicole Helm, Caitlin Cruz, and Jackie Ashenden, and I have an anthology coming out together. Ooh!
Immediately makes mental note to add it to the TBR over on Goodreads.
I'm writing it down.
I was going to say that needs to be added immediately.
Easy.
I'm pretty sure I have one of their books in front of me. I could be wrong, but I am pretty sure they're here somewhere. There are a lot of Westerns.
All right, so I wrote that down because I am going to check that out. Amazing.
A Cowboy for All Seasons.
Cowboy for All Seasons.
I love how we just were like, we need to write this down. We're getting that.
And Marash just added Hold Me Cowboy and Take Me Cowboy in the Audible Escape.
I think I'm pretty sure I have those over there. So what ended up happening was, because my apartment is a 1-bedroom and I officially have 19, same size, but I officially have 19 different bookcases, vertical, horizontal, small, whatever. One of them officially has all the Macy Yates over there. But the dog was going to win. I was not going to win against him. But I'm looking at the rest of my Macy Yates collection. It's extensive. And there's a reason for that.
You need another shelf, don't you? You have to stack on the floor in front of your shelf.
I do. Well, I even have them on the kitchen counter. They're lining with bookends on the kitchen countertop. The books are taking over.
Just fill it. Just fill it up. Floor to ceiling. Do it.
I'm pretty close.
Pretty close.
Well, because they put books on top of bookcases, so then it goes up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're still blushing. You're like, yes, Macy.
I know. All right, come down, come down, come down.
So cute. I adore her.
Best night ever. And I don't know if you can hear that. My husband just pulled up, so his truck is very loud. So I'm very loud. Sorry. I'm surprised my dogs aren't barking, honestly. They're like, Daddy.
We got Joe to join us. We got Macy Yates to join us. It's been a very successful evening.
I know. Randomly, my husband just does a comment. I'm like, that's my husband. So funny. All right. So my next pick, or my next author, I should say, is none other than the lovely Sandra Brand.
Oh, I couldn't have predicted that one.
Are you so surprised?
I have Chill Factor. I finally have the paperback copy. It arrived.
Yes.
Let me grab it.
Shout out for Chill Factor, which we are discussing October 1st. I have it over here too.
Then I just grabbed the random Macy Yates because I was like, well, yeah, I'll grab the other Macy. I know I have old school paperback or hardcover. You have the new paperback.
I love that hardcover though.
I love it. And then this was the top Macy on the pile. This was my top Macy pick. Just gonna slide that in there. It's like if I get up, I'm gonna make it worth it. Start the dog.
I have a few.
Oh, just a couple. And the lovely Sarah Brown may or may not be following her on Twitter because Nicole is amazing and she met her. And I mean, the picture of you two together is absolutely adorable.
That was the best day of my life when I met her. So nice. So nice. And honestly, I could do nothing but say, like, thank you for writing such great books. I love you. I'm pretty sure I said thank you like 17 times. It's probably like, get the neurotic girl away from me.
I love how, like, if Joe is watching this, he's like, our marriage, wedding wasn't the happiest day. No, it was meeting Sandra Brown.
It was Sandra Brown. Lady Gizmo knows I'm a fan. Yes. So we have these three contemporary. These three are historical. So let's talk about one. Hidden Fires. Don't you just love this cover too? Like, when was this published? I just love it. I've had this book for a while. I mean, obviously I didn't get it, but okay, this was published in 1982. At least this edition. So, Hidden Fires. We are following a daughter, Lauren. Lauren is invited to Olivia Lockett's like huge like ranch mansion thing. She's very wealthy, and she thinks she's there to be a secretary to Olivia Lockett. Turns out,
you're apparently echoing.
I hear it. Yeah. I'm echoing.
Apparently, the Romance Queen of Booktube. Again, I love that she's like, I'm the queen. Romance Queen of Booktube, you are echoing.
Yes.
Yes.
I almost always echo.
I actually don't hear the echo. I can't hear it on my side.
Yeah, I hear it. I kind of just talk to it. I almost always echo. I don't know why. Sorry. But so she thinks she's getting a job as a secretary for Olivia Lockett. It turns out Olivia wants her to marry her rebellious elder son, and then shenanigans ensue as they often do. What I really love about kind of almost like Beverly Jenkins is that you get a little bit of everything. Obviously, this is historical. You get the Western aspect. There's this mystery going on. You don't know why Olivia Locke is doing what she's doing. And you get kind of like a suspense. There's a suspense aspect. Like, something's happening that's causing them. So you just get that because Sandra Brown is a really great suspense romance author as well. But yeah, I just love her. Love her. And another one would be these two. This is the first one. Sunset Embrace. This is the second one. Another Dawn. This is the historicals as well. And I just this cover too. I forget it.
That's an old school cover.
Right? I love it. I love it so much. Okay, let's see when this was published. 1985. I love it. But okay, so in this first one, it's the parents, and then in this one, it's the daughter's story. So you kind of get the continuation. Love it. Thanks. I don't know if that was me. Sorry.
One of us is dinging. You gotta love how everything is synced. You just go with it at this point.
I know. My husband just walked by and he like gave me this like little smile, like, yes, I know you commented on the live stream. But okay, so I have the ratings for those books as well. Hidden Fires, average rating 3.93 out of 3,594 ratings, and I gave it 4 stars. For a new Sandra Brown reader, what book would you recommend? My favorite book by Sandra Brown is Chill Factor, which is just perfect timing because we're discussing that book October 1st. There you go. I love, love, love Chill Factor. It is my favorite book by Sandra. It's suspense romance. So if you like a little mystery, whodunit, thrilling aspects, she's great. I love that hard copy, I tell you.
I think my iPad is responding to your voice command or something.
Is it?
I think instead it said series or something. I think Siri thought it was responding.
That happens sometimes. Every time I say series, it's like Siri thinks I'm talking to her.
Yep. That's Siri's.
Siri. Oh. Lady Gizmo, I'm still in awe of the bookcases Joe built for you. Enjoying your bookshelf videos too. Oh, thank you. I love them so much. He's so talented, even though, like, he'll be the first to tell you that, you know, they're not perfect and they're like, oh, they're okay. And here I am when they were going up. I was like, these bookshelves are beautiful. I was like crying when they were being like installed on the wall. I was like, these are so beautiful. And he's so modest. I'm just like, you are so talented. Stop. Everybody wants you to build their bookshelves. Like I had on my latest video that went up, someone commented, it was just like, I want your shelves. Can your husband build some for me?
He has a new job if he wants it.
I know. They're so beautiful. I love them so much. Yes, honey, Lady Gizmo thinks you're talented.
He's right there.
What'd you say?
Hi, Joe.
Some of the people on the live stream think you're talented because your bookshelves, they're amazing. He's like, uh-huh. See, he's so modest.
Little cameo, that's so cute.
I love them. This is honestly, now that they're up and all my books are in there, this is my favorite room of the house. Modest. He is modest. All right. What is your next pick, my lady?
So I got this book at RWA this summer. So I'm usually not a big second chance romance fan, but this one kind of worked for me. And you're going to understand why in a second, because there's a certain, I don't know, arranged situation in the works. So Cleo Delaney, her best friend, passed away, and so she wants to take care of her boys. And so she's the godmother. She wants to take care of them. But I forget the exact circumstances. I don't know how tired I was when I first read this book because I can't remember the details off the top of my head. But first I was like, I forget the conundrum, but there is one. She needs her first love, Judd, who is also Texas. He's a deputy. He also has his own. Where is it? He has his own ranch. Like all he wants to do is just be a cowboy. There's the line. He's like, being a dad, even on paper, is the last thing this cowboy needs. It's like, yes. But so he does not want to be a dad, but she needs his name on paper. You know, 2 parents better than 1, and there are things with the system. And so it's his name on the paper. And he reluctantly agrees, but he agrees. And then because they're now in this situation with proximity, her first love, his first love, things might happen. And so I am obsessed with this book cover. I think this is absolutely stunning. And I I love the detail because not only is he got the cowboy hat on, but she is the cowboy boot.
That is so cute.
This is officially one of the cutest. And I just realized as I'm holding it up, I did not say the title or the author. I apologize. Hot Texas Sunrise and Dolores, I'm going to say Fossen, Fossen. I mean, I also love when you put Texas in you already know you're going to get like a little bit of cowboy vibe with Texas. Hot Texas Sunrise. And it says Hot Texas. Texas is, I mean, I don't know what the weather down there, but I'm imagining he's supposed to be the Hot Texas, but.
I'm just laughing at Miraz's comment. What's your ship name? I don't know. Joe Cole. I don't know. That's a good question. We should
Jacole.
Jacole? Jacole?
Jacole.
That works.
Yeah, it's for an officer and a gentleman. It is. But instead of wearing the Navy, is he the Navy? One of his whatever hat he's wearing his cowboy hat.
Officer and a gentleman. I'm writing it down. I love that cover. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Was that a book? And I mean, I know Richard Gere and Deborah Winger. I know the movie. Was there a book? Anywho, while I Google, I told you I have a default. What is your next pick?
Well, Romance Queen of Booktube is leaving, so thank you so much. Definitely check back because then I'll have the master list for you in the comments. No, that was a movie. Okay, Lady Gizmo to the rescue. Movie. I've never heard of that movie.
I was curious if they turned the movie into a book. And there is a part that is not based on the movie, so ignore the book. Not the same thing. Google.
Thank you, Google. Thank you, Lady Gizmo.
That's why I thought maybe like when you said that, I was like, did they turn the movie into a book? I mean, it's a classic movie though. Not always uplifting, but that's a whole separate conversation.
All right. So my next, where did my books go? There they are. Oh my gosh. I was like, my next author. I have all these books. I'm like, where did they go? All right. So the next one that I'm talking about, the next author, I should say. Let me get to the right page. Okay. Is Joan Johnston. This one is the historical. So we'll talk about that. So first one, Sweetwater Seduction by Joan Johnston. This one's really super cute. I really like this one. School teacher Eden Devlin is desperate when she convinced rancher and nester wives to withhold sex from their husbands until they agree to end a devastating rain war. So she is the teacher in this town, and it's going nuts. Obviously, there's this kind of rivalry going on with some families in the town, and they're kind of holding their kids off from going to school. She doesn't want the kids to suffer, so she is trying to make a pact and try to get all the ladies on board to end this war and get the kids back to school. And so she enlists the help of, it says, with the battle lines drawn between husband and wife, Burke Carrington has his work cut out for him. Time is of the essence as he sets out. She's she's with the ladies saying like, okay, withhold sex from your husband. And the guys are like, okay, no, we can't do it like this. And so they go to Burke and be like, okay, you have to seduce her so we can all, live happily ever after. It's so funny, the shenanigans that happen in this book. Honestly, like you wouldn't believe the kind of trouble that it is just ensuing of him trying to seduce her. She's like, I ain't having it. Obviously, he does fall victim. It's so funny. I remember reading this book. I was laughing out loud to some of the stuff that he's trying to pull. So funny. Rating. Average rating 4.01 out of 396 ratings. It's kind of not a lot.
No.
Not a lot. But very good, historical. And then the other two that I have, these are both series. That one's a standalone. The first one I want to talk about, The Cowboy. This is about the Blackthorne family and the Creed family. They have been rival families for generations. And this is about Trace Blackthorne and Kaylee, I think that's her name. Callie Creed. So, daughter of the Creed family, son of the Blackthorne family. They have had like a secret love. They don't think that it can, work. And it's almost kind of like a second chance because they were together when they were teenagers, but then as they're adults, they separated and came back together. So it's kind of like a second chance as well. But it's just cute because riving, I can't even talk. Riving families and the two children of the family, they're just like, no, we want to be together, and they're kind of forced apart because of like the rival that's happening. And so I think there's almost like 12 books in this series. I want to say. I can't remember, but I really liked this. It was super cute. The Cowboy, and of course, it's in the title. The Cowboy. That is.
I'm like, well, he's not anything. You're like, there's no question. He's not the CEO. He's not. You're like, he's the cowboy.
He's the cowboy. I think the second book is called like The Texan. I'm like, okay.
Direct to the point. At least if you're walking in Barnes and Noble and you see it on the shelf, you know exactly what that title is referring to.
Yeah, it's very straightforward. Oh, it's called The Bitter Creek. I don't know what else, but it's the Bitter Creek series. That one has slightly more ratings. 4.07 out of 2,217. Tad more. All right.
So I'm just going to give an author shout out. I'm not even going to name one of us because they're all awesome. Jennifer Ryan is a go-to Western romance writer. If you like Western romances, you need to add her to your list. She is just, I love her. And so I have The Return of Brodie McBride on over here. So this is book 1 in the McBride series. And she has a couple novellas. So you have some of the extended characters, and you get, it's so cute. There's a DEA agent involved in one of the series, and so he gets his own little novella, and that makes me really, really happy. I love it when authors do that.
Yes, everyone deserves their happily ever after.
And obviously, they're all cowboys, all of them. They all have their little cowboy hats on. It is At Wolf Ranch, a Montana men novel. I love that. It's called a Montana men novel. The series are so great. And then his Cowboy Hart, another Montana men novel. It is just, she's so great. And what I think is really interesting about her stories is that they're contemporaries, and she's dealing with kind of darker issues. So I'm trying to think how to say it without doing a spoiler. So 3 of the women, their mothers were involved in something, and so the 3 women grew up around their mothers and their the quote unquote scandalous life and implications it has on their lives, and so how they perceive things because of what their mothers went through. And so it's interesting because there's a lot of different emotional, psychological elements written into the stories, and there's a lot of backstories. There's characters with PTSD, there are other characters who are overcoming things, and so she has a lot of depth. So these characters are really multidimensional. So just giving her a shout out for being able to put that words, because she is a very talented writer, and I love her.
Jennifer Ryan. I've never heard of her. So yeah, I will definitely be checking that out.
Who is your next pick?
My next one. I dropped a paper. Got it. Okay. So next one is just a series with 4 books, but it's just one author, Lisa Jackson. This is the first book. The series is just called The McCaffertys, and each book is like a McCafferty sibling. So the first one is Thorn. And they're pretty short. So I remember just flying through these books. So the first one, it said, the past is never too far behind. When Thorn McCafferty rushes home to the family ranch, he's only about whether his sister Randy will survive the car wreck that had put her in the hospital. He never expects that Randy's ER doctor will be Nicole Stevenson. Another Nicole! Nicole has never forgotten the teenage passion she shared with Thorn or the sting of his unexplained rejection. Now she's all grown up, but he still affects her in the very same way. They will be able to move beyond their past for a second chance at a happy ending. You're getting lots of things. It's a contemporary Western, second chance, and you're getting a little suspense because there's a very serious thing that happened surrounding Randy's car accident, and it kind of goes over the series of what happened to her. So really interesting. Again, a lot of stuff going on for such a short book, but like I said, I remember just flying through them. So they're really good. I really like Lisa Jackson. She does write, more suspense. But if you like that kind of on the edge of your seat, kind of thrilling, I recommend it. She's really good.
I haven't read her yet. Now I need to. I was like adding her to my to-be read list over on Goodreads.
She also has like some historical ones too, but mostly she writes suspense. So she's like just contemporary Western. She got suspense. She got historical. She's got a bunch. She is very interesting. She keeps you hooked, especially with her suspense stuff, Lady Gizmo.
So I have another author that I'm just going to highlight. B.J. Daniels is another. She's up there with Macy Yates being Queen of Cowboys. B.J. Daniels. This is nothing to do with her stories. She has the best bookmarks for swag. They're cut out little cowboys. And I was looking to find one. But again, I have so many bookcases and so many books. I don't know where these are at a particular moment in time. If I find them, I'll post a picture on Instagram or Twitter or something. But she has cowboy cutout bookmarks. And I have never seen a bookmark cut out in the shape of a cowboy. I did not even know that was a thing. I don't know who came up with that.
I didn't know I needed it until just now.
I mean, I don't know where she got I don't know what outused, but it is literally just he is the cowboy. It is just the hero with the cowboy hat. He is the bookmark, and it is amazing. And so I just wanted to reference that for no apparent reason other than like awesome.
And relevant. It's awesome and relevant.
It is. But she has a lot of really great Westerns as well. So this one is Stroke of Luck. And then I have, this one's a shorter Harlequin Intrigue. So she's written some of the smaller line ones as well. And this one is Rugged Defender. And this is part of a series. I was trying to find it. Again, I work progressive, so I was trying to figure out how to read things. The White Horse Montana, the Clementine Sisters. So she is across the board. This one that I grabbed earlier and showed you, this one, Proximity. They're snowed in. Second chance at love. Forced together. You know it's going to happen, but you want to see how it plays out. So I would start with this. It was just kind of fun for me.
I do like that trope, the proximity where they're like forced in, whether it's like, a storm or, or like in an elevator. Exactly. I love that.
So the Sterling Ranch, they have a house full of guests, and because of the weather and the storm, the situation, I was trying to remember his name because I remember hers. I'm trying to remember his name. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well last night. So essentially, getting back on track. Will Starling, I love how like it took me way too long to realize that. So Will is trying to keep his ranch afloat. He has all the guests there, and so he needs help. And he decides, oh, I should not, beggars can't be choosers. The person who comes to help him, his first love, Poppy. And so he can't really turn her away. Storm, someone needs help.
Sorry, my dogs are barking.
So they're forced together, and it's kind of one of those. I love there's only one bed. Oh, there's only, one car left on the lot, so we have to take the car together. So it has some of the fun tropes like that.
My dogs are barking because my husband's outside. But yeah, I really love the forced proximity thing, and like spoiler alert, chill factor. I have one more. My dogs would stop barking. One more. This is. Let me get in the correct page. There it is. Okay, it's called Lawless by Nora Roberts. This has two books in it, but I'm just talking about Lawless. Obviously, I love Nora Roberts. She's fantastic. And what really first drew me to Lawless is that it takes place in the Arizona Territory in the 1800s, late 1800s. So I'm just like, I'm from Arizona. So it's just something that like clicked in my brain. I'm like, oh, I should read this. So half Apache and all man, Jake Redmond was more than a match for the wild Arizona Territory. Sarah Conway, on the other hand, was an Eastern lady who belonged anywhere else but on the rugged land Jake loved. Beneath Sarah's ladylike demeanor beats a heart of a true pioneer, a woman who dared to make his own. So I really, really think that it's interesting because obviously she's from England. She's made her way over to kind of have like another chance. She's not really making it over where she's from. So she comes over to the Arizona Territory and she meets Jake. Like I said, the first thing that just caught my eye on this is that it was in the Arizona Territory. So I really love just all things that, in Arizona or things like that. So average rating for this book, 3.92 out of 4,213 ratings. I gave it 4 stars. It's super cute. Honestly, this book is a little big, but it's like it's not very long. I think it's like probably this much of it. Yeah, it's like this much. So it's very short. You get through it pretty quickly. I thought it was.
I also like her Sky. That's another fun one that she had. That was one of my honorable mentions tonight.
Which one?
Sky.
Oh.
That's a good one. Again, 3 sisters. The father passed away. They have to live in the same house. You can see a pattern. They have to live in the same house. Otherwise, they're going to forfeit their inheritance. So they have to live in the house together for a year and keep the ranch afloat.
It's a theme.
I also have some honorable mentions. So we already kind of referenced My Mail Order Bride with Ruth Ann Norden. I love her. She has some cowboys. They have their trails, leading the trails. And so I was just pulling up A Texan's Wager, The Wife Lottery by Jody Thomas. I didn't want to leave that one out. But then I have my physical copies, and I got most of these at Art of this summer. So it started with a cowboy. You can just tell. Started with a cowboy. This is by Jenny Martz. Then we have Hard Loving Cowboy by AJ Pine.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to say that with a straight face. Hard Loving Cowboy. And your girl Caroline. She's the author who had their quote on the book cover. A fabulous storyteller. So if it's endorsed by Carolyn Brown, hopefully, that means something.
I love that. That usually gets me to try different books that I normally wouldn't reach for is if there's like a blurb by an author that I do like. So I'm like, yes.
If one of my favorite authors says they enjoy something, I tend to auto buy.
Yeah.
Do or Die Cowboy. I just love that title. A dark horse cowboy novel. And this is June Favor. We have Flirting with Texas by Katie Lane. This is on my to-be-read list. I haven't had this one yet. The last 3 are on my to-be-read list, but I just wanted to mention them in case anyone else has read them or recommends them. And then I have not read this one either. Flint by Nora Hess, but apparently this cowboy theme's in it. So we'll see if this is true or not. It's on my to-be-read list. And then this one is my final honorable mention shout out for the night. I haven't read this one, but I'm just throwing it in here. Rockabye Rancher. Couldn't resist.
That's amazing.
Rockabye Rancher. And I'm kind of obsessed with her. I love the blanket the baby's in. And then when you flip it around on the back, same situation. You have the cowboy hat and the cowboy boots, but they're for little kids. So Rockabye Rancher by, I don't know how to say this woman's last name, Judy Dare. Duarte. Not really sure how to pronounce that. I think I'm just going to go with that. But yeah. So those are my honorable mentions, and those are my main Westerns for tonight.
I think I got them all.
Does anyone else have any references? Any other books they want to reference in the comment section? I apologize again, getting tongue-tied.
It happens. Thought I had some water around here. Oh, there it is.
But yeah, no, those are my picks. It's kind of fun to try with something different. You know, we talk about Westerns. This is new. We don't really talk about Westerns a lot, so it's fun.
I love that. It's all talk about like different books, because I feel like even though it's like a different theme night like every month, we kind of gravitate towards, you know, the same kind of books where it's just like, oh, I've mentioned this one before, but this one's really good. So I think like with the Westerns, we've talked about some books that we've never talked about before. So I really, really love that.
Now my to-be-read list is even longer.
Yes, it always is. It's like, oh, Angela loved it. I'm reading it.
The dog looks at me like, don't you forget about me. I'm right here for you.
Aww.
He's my cutie.
Cutie.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. As we start talking, any other books that y'all want to talk about? You know, I did all mine. Angela did all hers. Thank you so much, Lady Gizmo. You're so sweet.
I was gonna say, so I don't know. We'll post on Twitter the poll for our next theme night discussion, unless you have any requests or you have an executive decision that you'd like to make and have any requests for future theme night discussions.
Oh yeah, we would like to know. Joe hopes to get his ranch sometime soon as well.
You don't have to, if you want to think on it, we can always post the poll later on Twitter. Again, we're not doing theme night until next month. It's the third Tuesday of the month, so we have some time. If you want to think over a topic, you can DM either of us, tag either of us. So if there's a topic you would like. Yeah. You want to read Jess's comment?
I'm not seeing it. Oh no. You mean
anyone likes? I'll read it. Anyone likes Smutty Cowboy Rex? If so, I enjoy Breaking Him by Shirley Gray. And now I need to go look this up because I'm curious. Because it's Jess and I trust her opinion.
I'm gonna write it down. It just didn't come up. I don't know why I got a delay in that comment. Breaking Him.
I need to now go look that up and add that to my Goodreads to be read list because I trust her judgment. And if she's recommending this, I'm going to read it. Yeah, if you guys aren't following Jess, you guys are missing out. You need to follow her on YouTube, Twitter, friend her on Goodreads, just across the board. She's awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking that one up. Of course, I love Smutty Cowboy Rex. Of course.
That's why I was looking at you. I was like, you want to read this? Because I'm like...
I don't know why I got delayed. I was like, I'm not seeing anyone. Any new comment?
This is right up her alley. I was like, yes, you like. I was trying to subtle.
I would love Smutty Cowboy Rex. Thank you.
I was trying to like subtly get you to like, yeah. Anyway, anywho, we love Jess. We trust your judgment. We will read this now. But yeah, if anyone else has any other recs, you want to get them in, because otherwise, we're probably gonna call it a night pretty soon.
Yep, it's late for Miss Angela.
I just did well last night, so I apologize. I have my Starbucks. This is my, I don't even know which one this is. The Royal Breakfast Latte. I was trying to get some caffeine in the mix. Doesn't really take an effect though.
Yeah, when you're so tired, it's like, good night. Can we do disabilities in romance for the next theme night?
We could totally do that.
Writing it down.
Yeah.
We're making that an executive decision or part of a poll, I think. So we can talk about Archer's voice more. We can talk about that book constantly. Any excuse to talk about Archer's voice.
Interesting. No, I mean, we can always post a poll over on Twitter, but I mean, once we have an idea, it's gonna be used eventually. Like, it is gonna happen. It's just not
right.
Like, if you ask us for something, we will make it happen.
We're gonna do it.
I was gonna say, when we say we want people to send requests and like it's not original, like we want you to tell us what you want to talk about. Yeah.
I think we can make that happen.
And now we have Archer's voice. It's promised to us. You gave it to us. You can't take that away now.
Can't. Honestly, any excuse to talk about Archer's voice, I'm so down.
Well, as soon as I saw that, I literally had 4 or 5 books pop right immediately to the forefront of my mind. So this is definitely a doable topic.
Yep, absolutely.
That's an important one too.
Yes. Love it. Thank you. Thank you for your recommendation.
I know. I was like, I'd do that. We can do that. But do you have anything else you wanted to mention? Any comments, questions, queries,
concerns? Thank you, April. I'm glad you made it.
I love April.
I know you're working.
I'm glad we can keep you entertained.
I hope not too many patients.
Well, next week we are going to be on. There's so much going on. So next week we have bonus night. So on the 23rd, we're going to be over on the channel, and then on the 24th, we are doing our regular Cozy Mystery Book Club night over on my YouTube channel. So we're still going to be around next week. Be sure to come hang out. And there are lots of giveaways and goodie grabs. The Cozy Mystery Book Club. We have a Kensington giveaway. I'm making friends with the Cozy Mystery community. There is a Cozy Mystery narrator who is off to give us some free books to give out. So we have that as well. And then I also have a winner for another box that I'm going to add to the Cozy winner, or the Kensington Cozy Mystery winner. So that person's going to get a lot of goodies. So there's a lot going on with that live stream and a lot of things you can walk away with. So make sure you try and join if you can. If you can, be sure to join.
Lots of fun giveaways because Angela's amazing. Nicole, you said you put a Google list together for these. If so, could you always list them on the board? We could definitely do that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we need to update. This has been on the to-do list for a while. I want to update the Goodreads page, and I need to go update the WordPress blog. These things need to be done. It will happen.
Yeah. I think a few weeks ago I was probably on the Goodreads page for a good 30 minutes just putting updating all the stuff, and we can definitely for you. I'm gonna write it down. Goodreads and the WordPress page. Updates.
See, there's so much to do.
I know. Goodreads, WordPress. All right. And like I always post it on in the comment section of the video once it goes, live on my channel. So it'll be, I've been updating my website and doing lists too. Thank you. I know I blew up your notifications for the Goodreads. Sorry. They're very helpful. You mean the Goodreads and the WordPress page? That's all Angela. She's wonderful. We want to make sure we have all of the social media platforms so we can connect to you on every level. And then then after next week, October 1st, we'll talk into a factor by Sandra Brown. And then the week after that is movie night, which the poll is technically still going, but with 53 minutes left, Falling in Love is winning by a landslide at 76%.
I may have voted for that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I've already seen it twice. I just think it's adorable.
It's so cute. So cute. So yeah, lots of stuff happening. We're going to update all kinds of things for you. But it's Cozy Mystery Week next week.
All the cozies.
Alrighty, so if no one has anything else they want to add, I think we're going to call it a night. All right.
Well, I had fun. I appreciate everyone joining, and I feel as if, mic drop life made. Macy Yates stopped by, so tonight's live stream was, I was already having fun and I thought it was a success, so now we're just like on a whole other level of happy over here. So I'm very pleased with tonight. So I'm happy everyone was able to join us and stop by, and I love Western romances, and I love romances in general, and so it's nice to be able to talk about them.
We love talking romance with everybody, with all of you. You all make it happen, and Angela's wonderful. I love her so much. She hit the nail on the head by saying, like, this was already like a great night. So, and then Maisie Yates. That was just phenomenal. My mind.
I love her. I just do. It was so funny. Like, because again, she was like, oh, we can just film on the iPhone. And I was like, no, I have the books. And she was like, you weren't kidding. You have the books. Yes, I do. I have lots of books from you. So the takeaway from tonight, read Macy Yates.
If nothing else. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much again. Love, love, love talking with y'all. And I said because it's night. Everyone have a great night. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.